Hey everyone, Long here, and today I'm actually going to be talking to you about Project Hail Mary. So I was actually very fortunate to go out and see this movie, and I actually had a great time with it. So I'm actually leaving Bellevue Square Mall, which is where like I was parked, but I did go and see Project Hail Mary, and I had a lot of fun. So the thing that I just want to like let y'all know is that it is a very good movie. At the time of this recording, it's only made like $330 million on a $200 million budget. But ultimately, I think it's worth it. So even if this movie happens to bomb in the box office, it did end up like giving me a lot of hope that this is actually a movie that is well worth the time and the effort. Definitely not about a message. This is about like good, plain old, genuine, like sci-fi, drama movie. So there's really not much in the way of action. So like people do die, but there's no slam bang like fights or anything like that. It is a story about not just humanity, but just like the shared goal of survival and to be able to live on for many generations to come. So Project Hail Mary does start off like introducing us to like the start of like a potential disaster that could end up like ending the lives of many humans in this on Earth. And Ryan Gosling, he plays Ryland Grace, and he's a teacher, and this is just a guy who just loves to teach kids about science and particularly astronomy. But then with his expertise, he is essentially like sent off to take on this mission, which basically is a one-way trip to hell, effectively in outer space, where he has no chance of of making it back to Earth. So he unwillingly he has to take on the mission, and he goes on with two other people on the ship. So it is also like explained early on, and this is not a spoil, and this is also something that's kind of featured, that he is the only man left alive in that mission. So it is safe to assume that the two who went with him unfortunately do not make it. So however, he does end up encountering like an alien a life form. Who if y'all happen to be fans of the game like Faster Than Light, he is of a species that looks like a rock, like a spider rock. I forget the type of the species, but this life form is named Rocky, so it's a he, and it's really fascinating just to see like how awesome it is to see like so many moments where they're basically learning to communicate with each other, and they understand each other well. So through a lot of ingenious like technology and just a lot of know-how, a lot of learning, eventually these two life forms, Grace and Rocky, they actually they don't just like communicate with each other or understand each other well, but they also are working together to under one common goal to save their own species. And they're doing it together. So that's the thing that really compelled me, and it's so cool to like see like human moments playing out in between these species. It's very, very awesome. So anyway, the thing I really did appreciate was like they don't really like sugarcoat a lot of the problems that come with trying to launch a mission like this. There are a lot of hardships, and then that's really great to see that they highlight these the tension that's in this, and then just like the feeling that having to take up the responsibility of trying to save people who you lived among for such a long time, and you probably are not going to get thanked for it. But some will. Some may remember, and that's why I kind of took away from that. In the end, it is a movie that ultimately does resonate well with me. There was plenty of material. That being said, it's also kind of bloated. It is 2.5 hours long, so it's much longer than it really needed to be. But the parts that really could stay were really the relationship between Ryan Gosling and then Rocky. I actually thought that relationship worked out really well. I think that was pretty awesome. I was very happy to see that they were willing to take a chance to develop a relationship between a human and an inanimate. Well, not inanimate. It's like a real somehow they've actually brought this life form. I mean, it didn't look like it was CGI. It looked like it was just straight up puppeteering work, and that to me is so cool. Practical effects are something that just really is a miss, among many other things. If nothing else, I mean, even if it does not recoup its budget after marketing and after the initial budget, this movie is something that's going to resonate with me forever. So I really do like Project Hail Mary. It is a shame that that Super Mario Galaxy is now out. I did like that movie a lot too. The movie was quite awesome. There's really no question that both movies definitely do deserve the spotlight and deserve to be loved and everything. But in the end, it's just it is what it is. I mean, this is the movie business. I mean, it's very unapologetic, shows no mercy, and in the end, you have to just you have to make the time for those, or else they may just disappear. So would be awesome to see a DVD or a Blu-ray on these. I know physical media is such a thing. Yeah, so I'm going off on a tangent about physical media. But I think these two masterpieces you should be able to own on either Blu-ray or DVD, because these are timeless, and these masterpieces are timeless. That's the thing that I really take away from it. So Super Mario Galaxy lives in its own world, but then Project Hail Mary, I mean, it's a movie that people took a chance on. There were no politics, no wokeness, no messages of feminism or misogyny, misandry, or any of that nonsense, agenda nonsense. These are genuinely well-made movies, and they absolutely deserve the time and the space. And that's something that I do feel like today's society is truly missing out on. It's a long, it does ask for a lot for your time, as much of your time as possible. But at the end of the day, when you are able to put down your phone or any other devices that you happen to have and carry with you, I know I'm guilty of it too. It's ultimately worth your time. So that being said, I think it's really worth watching Project Hail Mary. And if you can, if it's still showing, see it on IMAX. I did watch it in a standard a theater, but I still got my money's worth. And at the end of the day, I was just very happy to support a genuine movie like that. So anyway, Project Hail Mary, everyone. So now it's time for me to head home. So if you like what you saw here, please do like the video, comment on what you enjoyed and what you didn't enjoy. And if you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks a lot, everyone. Hang loose.